The update of Dreamcore added so many spawns, and this is still hunted these days as one of the best, and this video is for the Winter Core team hunt. This spawn is accessed through a teleport in Tirson, one of the islands for the Ice Island quest, which means you will need to be at least on mission 3 for this quest, and the part of the Dreamcore quest is only talking to Missy on the northeast of Edron. Be aware that she walks around, so just keep looking, and then say hi, entrances yes, that's enough to access the Court of the Elves. In Tirson, go through the Frost Giants and up to the top floor in the mountain. On this spawn, you will encounter the 3 types of Winter Elves, as well as Arachnophobicas and Tarnatursus, and because of the amount of creatures, it's not efficient for bestiary, but if you end up liking the spawn, you could finish at least the 2 basic Winter Elves. In terms of defense, it's physical, ice, and lastly death, and offensively, they are weak to fire, so use GFPs and have some fire bombs since they don't walk over fire. If you have a fire weapon to use, then go for it, or else physical works fine. Now, before I break down the lab, the main recording I will be using was of a 3-man hunt without a paladin. And as a backup footage, I have a full team hunt with my MS, but that team is higher level average. With that said, let's start. The first pool is right in the middle of the castle, and it will be the biggest one. We will be coming from the north, and then I lure from the left and someone lures from the east, then meet at the middle with all the monsters. Use firebombs to keep the extras out of the mages as much as possible, and by the way, there is nothing you can do for visibility. This is the only part in the game with this visual effect. After this pool, go north down the stairs. Here I will lure from the left and somebody lures from the south. This pool is where you find the most Thanatursus and spiders, so they tend to be the most dangerous in terms of input damage. After the first pull is done, then I will lure from the right and then somebody lures from the north. I highly recommend to keep these pools separate because there is multiple spiders, so if you try to do a massive lure with all the monsters, the spiders will end up chasing around the mages. Once you're done, go back up and take the stairs by the left side of the castle. This is a simple pool, but it has 9 monsters with 2 of them being Thanatursus, so try to at least make sure you get the bears as the EK. Then go through the stairs on the south side and do 1 pool near here. For the most part, this floor has mostly Harbingers. Upon doing that pool, go north to do another one by the portal. This portal is ideal to have access to for team hunts, since it is a bit easy to overkill the spawn, but neither of these teams had access since it requires a minimum of level 250 and most of the missions of the Dreamcore quest completed until the 7 Keys mission, which is the last one before the bosses, so it's unlikely for people to have access on the lower levels. If all of you are over 250, then consider working on it, as you could add multiple pools with a bunch of elves as you have seen by now in the screen. With that, back to the lab. We will go southeast in the same floor. An EK stands near the stairs and someone could help luring monsters from the north, as sometimes they walk too far north. Then go downstairs and go north. If possible, try to go as far as you can to grab all monsters, and then shooters can set up around you. Stopping on the passage and especially placing bombs on it kinda ruins the pool. Once you're done with that, backtrack and instead of taking the stairs, levitate down by the edge of the castle. Then go around the outskirts and lure the monsters as you walk, stopping around this spot. And with that, you are back to the first pool and hence finishing the lab. The only leftover elves are on the outskirts by the left, and these could be lured by someone else to the first pool. If not, they can just be ignored, because it's just 3 creatures. Hunting like this does get to the point of overkilling kinda quick, especially the higher skills and levels you got, but when that happens you start adding the pools through the portal. Hunting with this lab, we were doing over 2.5kk raw XP as a 3-man, and the sorcerer hunt with a full team was doing slightly less, likely due to overkilling, but as a duo of level 350s, we were doing over 3.2kk raw with adding the pools inside the portal, so the cap of the spawn as a team should be around that as well. In terms of profit, the actual amount I don't remember, but I know it is a profit spawn. At least over 150k per person the hour will be my estimation. Let us know in the comments if you end up trying it or had done it in the past and how much was it. And that's all I got for this video. Check out this playlist for more team hunt recommendations. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Tuna Hero, Night Star, and Tortoise Slasher.